Kaisibun keg nige eimudi nige lau sit kamu. Kungi gwina ikiginamok siwig nige.
The Mi'kmaq people have been gathering together around fires. And when we gather together, we hear the stories from our old people. And the stories talk about the importance and the meaning of the number 7. Life began with the number 7. First there was the giver of life, who made everything. Then there was the sun, we call Niskam, our grandfather. And it's the sun that gives us our shadows. And it is important that we have shadows. And they are our spirits. Gives us our lifeblood. And then the third entity was the earth, Usitkamu. And upon the earth, all life is given to us from our Mother Earth, we call Uskijinu. Not too long after everything was created, the life giver caused a bolt of lightning to strike and hit the earth. It formed the shape of a person. The head was in the direction of the rising sun, and the arms were outstretched and the feet were in the direction of the setting sun. It was not until the second bolt of lightning that hit the earth that the first one who spoke, we call Geluluskab in our language, Gluskap. He was given his toes, his fingers, his hands, and he was given 7 sacred parts to his head. He had to listen to his world. When we are born, the first thing we hear is our mother's heartbeat. Also, Gluskap was given his eyes so he could look and see his world around him. He also was given 2 holes in his nose. From there, he sensed his place in this world. He also was given his mouth to drink the water that is in abundance for everybody. Also to be able to share the food that we eat that comes from Mother Earth. We take the medicines that we gather from the animals and the birds and the plants and the trees. And last that came from Gluskap's mouth was words. And our elders teach us that if we can listen first and look and sense and share our food, our medicines, our water and the air, and then to be able to speak, then in this way we have been able to honor and give respect to all life and everything around us. So Gluskap was still lying on the earth because it was not until the third bolt of lightning that hit the earth that he was given his freedom, and he stood up and he said, Gizulk, O giver of life, he says, thank you for giving me my life. Grandfather, son, thank you for giving me my shadow, my heart, my lungs, and my life, my blood. And Mother Earth, thank you for giving me all life that I need to continue to survive and to live. Thank you for the birds that fly in the sky, the trees and the plants, the animals and the fish that are in the waters. So Gluskap now started to explore his world around him. He traveled to the setting sun until he arrived at some water. And then he traveled south. And then he came back to the north, the land of the ice and snow. Then he turned around and wanted to go back to the east where he was given his life. And he came to the place where the sparks were still left over from the bolt of lightning that caused his creation. He was looking at the sparks and he saw an eagle soaring. It was flying around in a circle, slowly coming down and descending finally the eagle landed in front of him. And the eagle said, I am Gitpu. I come with a message from the Great Spirit, Gizulk. He said, I have come to tell you that you will be joined by your family to help you understand your place in this world. And as the eagle was flying up, a feather fell. Glooskap picked it up, and he looked up at the eagle, and he said, this is going to be my reminder and my strength, my connection to the Great Spirit and the eagle, the messenger. And so as he was hanging on to the eagle feather, he turned around. He saw an old woman sitting on a rock. Silver hair was shining and glittering. I am your grandmother. She said, I owe my existence from this rock on the ground early this morning. Dew formed over this rock, and with the help of the life giver, the shadow giver, and Mother Earth, they gave me a life of an old woman, already wise and knowledgeable. She said, I will teach you all there is to know about the animals, the birds, the plants, the trees, and the fish, that you will be able to gain your life from there. Glooskap was happy that his grandmother came to join him, because now he was going to be taught about everything there was to surviving on the earth, because she was old and wise and very knowledgeable. So Glooskap, since he was so happy, he called upon an animal, Abistanuj. He said, come here, my brother. Abistanuj came. It was the marten. He said, what do you want, my brother? He said, I want to ask you if you can give up your life so that grandmother and I can continue to live. We will be able to get clothes from your skin, food from your meat, and tools from the bones, and medicines from inside. Abistanuj said, take my life, Glooskap. So grandmother grabbed Abistanuj and snapped his neck. While Glooskap looked up and said, oh, Gizulk, forgive me for taking the life of an animal, my brother. Give us strength so that we can survive and continue to live. Glooskap was happy that the animal had given up his life, and grandmother told Glooskap, gather 7 sparks that are left over from the bolt of lightning